Welcome back to New Day, +275 from the Election Command Center. This is Bright, and ahead of December 7, we're getting you the opportunity to interface with the men and women who are asking for your vote to represent you in Parliament. That is all that +275 will do ahead of December 7. From the Election Command Center, welcome once again to the show. And this morning, we're coming to you from the Bono Ahafo region, a region that is so rich that every political party will make sure that it is able to get in there and get the votes of people. From the Atebubu Amantin Constituency, 3 gentlemen are here this morning, and they'll tell us why they are the best to represent that constituency in the December elections. I'll very soon tell you who they are, but they'll engage in a friendly conversation. They'll tell us why they so much wish to be part of the electoral process on December 7, and exactly why they are pursuing one thing: peace, peace, and peace ahead of December 7. From the camp of the CPP. Now, the candidate of the party has already qualified to contest the president. So the party says it is all ready to go and win December 7. Exactly how they intend to do it in this constituency, Atebubu Amantin, he will tell us. I'm talking about Peter Modeme, the candidate representing the Convention People's Party in the Atebubu Amantin constituency. Peter, good morning, and thanks so much for joining us. And how are the people receiving your campaign in the constituency? I see. And the CPP is sure of winning this time.
A lot of people are hungry. And then for that matter, they need somebody who come and then save them now.
So and Peter, the savior is coming.
Yes, people are calling for us to come now, and then we are ready to save them. Just as Ghana was in problem in the hands of the British when Nkrumah came in, he saved us. And then so Peter is in to save people from
Peter Modeme is representing the Convention People's Party. He says he's a Peter who will save Atebubu Amantin from hunger. Let's see, he'll tell us more about that. Now, from the camp of the NPP, the party says this is the time to wrestle the seat too. And why? Because they think they have better policies to run and develop that constituency. From the camp of the NPP, Kofi is representing that party and has said he is the man to do the job. Kofi, good morning.
Good morning, Bright.
And how is your campaign going too?
It's been wonderful, Bright.
And Peter said he is the one to rescue Atebubu Amantin. And Kofi, you also want to do the same?
Exactly. I'm going to do it.
All right.
And then I think the normal phenomenon of the Ghana today is change. That is what everybody is calling for. And it's exactly what our manifesto as MPP represents.
Okay.
I mean, it's a solution-based manifesto for the problems and challenges that this nation is encountering.
Okay, Kofi, I'm grateful. And that is what you're telling the residents and the voters of Atebubu Amantin as they get ready for December 7. Now, he's an incumbent member of parliament. He is on the ticket of the ruling National Democratic Congress. He's been there and says that perhaps he's not finished what he promised or pledged to do. And so the people of Atebubu Amantin should give him 4 more years to bring to a conclusion what he wants to do. I'm talking about the now member of parliament and also aspiring on the ticket of the NDC, Honorable Sanja Nanja. Good morning, and I hope you are doing great too.
Good morning.
And for you who is incumbent, how are the people receiving your campaign messages?
Thank you very much. In the first place, let me say good morning to your cherished viewers and those who are listening to us this morning. I think Atebubu Amantin, the campaign is going very well, and the people appreciate what we are doing, and they are ready for me.
They're ready for you. That's a few words from the incumbent member of parliament, Sanja Nanja of the NDC. I'm grateful, gentlemen, for your time this morning on +275. What we'll do here is to allow you to tell the people you've been campaigning to what your vision is, what you will do for them, why they should elect you to represent them in Parliament. We're preaching peace ahead of December 7th. But so before we jump into our conversation, exchange pleasantries. Let us see you shaking hands with each other. My cameras want to capture that. Let's see you shaking hands with each other, left and right. We're grateful for your time here. This is what we're preaching ahead of December 7 on on +275. Welcome once again, all of you who are watching us from your homes and offices. This is the Lexington Command Center. The show starts right now. Gentlemen, I'm grateful for your time. Kofi Amantin, I'm starting with you. Now, for the people of the constituency, peace, peace, and peace is what they have been talking about. The constituency has seen some chaotic scenes in the recent past. And so I am sure that in your campaign messages, you've been telling them how you will bring the people together to forge ahead in unity. Now tell me in 2 minutes how you intend to unite the people of Atebubu Amantin ahead of December 7, after December 7 and beyond. 2 minutes. You can start now.
Thank you, Bright. I think it's been a while now since we started our campaign, and if you go to Atebubu Amantin Constituency, or if you dare digging into the background of Kofi Amantin, he represents peace. And every activity so far has come on the path of peace, and we continue to do that. I've been to programs that I had assured my people that if we are going to have peace, then I offered myself as an ambassador for peace in the coming election. Why? Because I believe in one thing, that you are going to serve the people, whether church, mosque, or anything, or beautiful idea, beautiful manifesto, whatever. If there is no peace, what happens? You will not have the peace equally to be able to discharge, the thoughts, the good thoughts that you have about the people, the clarion crying of the people. You may have the solution, all right, that is in our manifesto, but how do you, execute them? So I think it's for peace. Then Kofi Amantin has given provided the lead, and I think the people of the constituency have been encouraged and educated the importance of peace that we need in the upcoming election. Certainly, the December 7th, we'll vote, and I believe Atebubu Amantin Constituency that had been tagged as one of the red zone or flashpoint or whatever. For this time, if it's left to Kofi Amantin alone, trust me, it's never going to have that name.
Okay. I'm grateful, Kofi Amantin of the Amantin of the NPP. I'm grateful for your time. I'll come back to you later on for us to diagnose what really is the cause of the chaos in that constituency. But let me go to Peter the Savior. He says he's the man to save Atebubu Amantin from hunger. Peter, in 2 minutes. Now tell me, we'll very soon talk about your hunger project, but you need peace before you can go into feeding the people. Your constituency doesn't have that peace. In recent times, it's been in the news for all the wrong reasons. How do you intend to rally the people around, bring them together to speed up development? 2 minutes, Peter, you can start.
So far the Convention People's Party is concerned, we don't have track records of violence and other things. I hardly will hear that some violence somewhere, and then it's caused by the members of the Convention People's Party. We came from a political family that believe in peace and unity. It's from since we started Convention People's Party, we don't have records of that. So I'm not the first one to start violence in the constituency. So all the violence we have been hearing, we are not the people. So we came from a family that believe unity and then in peace. So so far as I'm concerned, if they left it only me, there will not be any violence in the constituency.
Exactly, Peter. But if you live in a constituency, perhaps you're not causing the chaotic scenes, the violence, but you are affected. So how do you, as a development agent, member of parliament, intend to bring the people together, those whom you claim are causing the violence, to deal with it and ensure peace in the constituency?
Right, let me thank you once again. I think as a contestant, in my actions, a lot of people will learn how I do my things, and then the way you talk. If you are telling them the importance of unity, you tell them why they should be united, you tell them the reasons why there should be peace and other things, I think they will listen to you. But if you want to champion it and then you support them with the violence, most of the violence we have been hearing most of them are from the leaders. when the leaders tolerate those things.
If you say leaders of the constituency, whom exactly are you referring to? The district assembly, the chiefs, the traditional leaders, the member of parliament, political party leaders?
The political party leaders in the constituency. For example, if elections are declared and then the leader don't understand, the leader think he has cheated and other things. But when the supporters will support him, and it will cause violence. But the CPP, we give birth to Ghana, and then we love the nation, we love the people's in. So I don't think those things are, so far the peace is concerned, we don't even talk of the Convention People's Party.
Okay, Peter the Savior Modime is the candidate representing the Convention People's Party in the Atebubu Amantin Constituency. He says, as far as the CPP is concerned, peace is already on the table, and he'll work at that. Let me come to the incumbent member of parliament, Sanja Nanje. Now, let me start this way, because you are the incumbent member of parliament. Your constituency, for recent times, it's not been in the news for very good reasons. Now, how do you intend to bring back peace to a constituency that you have ruled or perhaps represented in parliament in the last 4 years, almost 4 years?
Mr. White, I think, let me make a correction here.
Please go ahead.
The Atebubu Amantin, the G is not there, the last G is.
Okay, so our producers will quickly deal with that. Amantin has no G at the end of it. We're grateful for your correction. Please go ahead.
Talking about peace, let's look at what Atebubu is made up of. Atebubu is a Atebubu Amantin. The constituency is conterminous with the district. It's a one district constituency. And we have a population of about almost 106,000 populace, with a voter population of about a little above 50,000. And if you look at the number of people, we have it's one of the districts that have a mixture of tribes. People from all over the country, every corner of the country, lives in Atebubu because of the farming activities. And if you talk of peace, I think if we trace back our records to 1992, that's the Fourth Republic, the first election. Since then up to somewhere 2012, 2008, we were declared as among the flashy points. And what happens? It became a tradition that any time there was election, after the election, there was always violence. But in 2008, we were in opposition by then. I was the constituency secretary, as NDC constituency secretary. And when we went to time,
you have 1 more minute.
When we went to time, so I just want to build a point here. When we went to time and came, it was like, well, when we lost the election in 2000 and 2004, we were beaten. We're equally going to also retaliate now that we have won.
You're directing this at who? Other leadership political parties?
That had been the situation. Whoever won the election goes looking for the opponent and beating. It is on record.
The CPP said it's always been peaceful.
So after 2008, our people were also saying, well, now that we have won, we also have to target the MPP. It took Sanja Nanja, as the constituency secretary at that time, to go on radio and tell our people, anybody who fought with anybody or who raised any violence, the party was going to disown that person.
Wrap up in 30 seconds, because we'll stay on this issue for a little longer. And
in that situation, there was peace. And fortunately, I was appointed a DCE. And in 2012, Atebubu was not among the flashy points. This tells you that Sanja is always out for peace. Peace. And of recent, what is going on? Well, if somebody somewhere decides to create a perception that there's no peace and decide to go on radio and create fear and panic.
All right.
I, Sanja, I will not be part of
I'm
it.
grateful. Sanja Nanja is the incumbent member of parliament for the Atebubu Amantin constituency. Your time is up, but I'll give you more time because we'll stay on this issue a little longer.
Yeah.
And he's asking again for your mandate. Peter Modeme, the savior, is representing the CPP, also asking for your mandate. Kofi Amantin is representing the NPP. This is a constituency located in the Bonafo region. Over 50,000 voters there. They will take a decision on December 7th. Peter, I am coming straight directly at you because you have told us that for the CPP, you sit in the middle and that all the confusion, the violence that is happening there is coming from, if you will be forthright, the NDC and the NPP. Now, what really is the concern of the people of Atebubu Amantin as far as these two parties are concerned with regards to violence and chaos in the constituency?
You know, they have the tradition of violence. Every family have, if even the dressing, the food and the other things will help you to locate, to know the person, where the type of family somebody is coming from. So when we talk about violence and other things, you will see when somebody is misbehaving or going contrary to rules, you see where the person is coming from.
You see the person as either an NPP or an NDC
yes, of course.
party supporter?
Yes, we are coming from a tradition and then a family, not a tribal family, but a political family. We doesn't have those things in our among us. We see we own the nation. It is we are the first people who brought the nation to existence. We are the first people who give birth to the nation. So we love the people so much in the nation, in our constituencies, and then the nation that we cannot portray violence in the constituency in any part of Ghana. Since they ask for us, and then I don't think Father will be in the house and then raising concern of violence and other things. They don't know where the nation was come about. They were somewhere, and then because of certain things, they just came in. So when they came in, starting taking some, because when they came in, we already work ordered. We were already finished with the work. So they came and they saw the food. So
that is why perhaps they engage in violence. That's what you're saying.
Yes, that's the only thing.
Okay, Peter, let me go to Kofi Amantin of the NPP. I'll come back to you. Now, Kofi, so the incumbent member of parliament did a short diagnosis of perhaps why there seem to be violence at every election in the constituency. Now, can you also say same that is the reason, and most importantly, how do we deal with this? Stop the violence after every election.
Thank you, Bright. I think I'll turn the question upside down.
Do.
By the submission of